Hey everybody, VP here, and it's time for another VP Plays AC's Top 3. That's right, this is the video series in which we play the top 3 decks of the week, according to Alex Coccia's top 10 list that he puts out every week on his YouTube channel. You can check out a link to that video below if you'd like to check out the full top 10. But here in this video series, we only play the top 3 decks in which I have the cards for. If I don't have the cards for it, I won't play it. Fortunately, this week we've had all the cards for all the decks. So a rarity for us here. That's right. We played the number 3 deck in Saba Dump. We played the number 2 deck, Techno Scar. And Saba Dump's still my favorite, man. I've been playing it since that video and have been climbing with it, man. So that's probably my favorite so far. But today, guys, we're playing number 1 deck of the week, Daredevil Rocks. All right, we're going to get into the Daredevils. For those that don't know, Shadowlands Daredevil is the Season Pass card for this season. It is a 2/3 on reveal. Shuffle in 3 demons when you draw a card with 6 or more power, plus 2 power. So, and then we got Ozymandias in here, we got Rhino, we got Debris, we got Rocks coming out, we got the Wilson Fisk in here, so just a lot of great cards, and we get to play around with this Techno-Organic Virus again. This was used in the last deck that I played, and I don't know, man, I gotta get used to playing this card. It's still a little weird for me, so we'll see how it works in this particular deck. But yeah, this is the number 1 deck of the week, Daredevil Rocks. Let's get into a game and see what we can do. Alright, here we go, guys. First game with the number 1 deck of the week. For those that don't know, I am trying this deck out for the first time. Usually I don't play these decks beforehand, unless they're reoccurring decks like the Sabanur deck. That one I got to play. I played before and I've gotten pretty used to it. But I haven't really played with this one, so usually when I play decks on this particular video series, I am learning them for the first time. So we'll see what we can do here. I don't know why I played Lizard down there instead of my Shadowlands Daredevil, because I was yapping. I probably missed a possible buff on the Shadowlands Daredevil. But let's get the Shadowlands Daredevil out now. I don't think I want to give my opponent a copy of the card, so we'll play Shadowlands Daredevil down there to Mindscape. Just in case Yggdrasil here, the 3rd location, decides to buff our cards there at Mindscape. My opponent came down with a Jim Hammond Human Torch. At the start of each turn, plus 1 power for each bonus energy you have. Oh, by the way, before I forget, let's get those deck trackers up there, thanks to Untapped.gg. By the way, this top 10 list is based on the statistics from Untapped.gg. So that's where the top 10 portion of it comes from. Alright, cool. We got our Wilson Fisk here, ready to go. I like that. Man, I really don't want to give my opponent cards, you know? I don't really want to give them cards. You know what? I'll give them a Cosmo, because I don't think that'll hurt me too terribly bad. And I'm going to put my demon over here at Yggdrasil. That place. Oh, Negasonic Teenage Warhead coming down from my opponent. That's going to destroy my poor demon there. Unfortunate, but not the end of the world. You're in turn 5 of 6 right now. About to swap hands. Definitely do not want my opponent to have a Wilson Fisk. And I think... I wonder, is it better to play Scotty Sun and possibly get a card, or you know what? We're just gonna go with the demon here. Yeah, let's see. Let's see how we do with that. Proxima Midnight coming down from my opponent, or trying to. That's not gonna do any. Oh wait, what am I thinking? Proxima Midnight doesn't do anything. She's not on reveal. She usually gets discarded. I was thrown. Oh, it's an Erisham. We're playing against an Erisham deck here. Okay. Well, they're doing pretty good with their Erisham deck, I must say. We got Viv Vision, a Cosmo from them, Wilson Fisk. Yeah, not too shabby here. And I think we ignore Machine World and just go with Mindscape here. I'm not sure what my opponent's playing. It's an Airsham deck, so who knows what's in their deck, right? This is going to put me at, let's see, 1924 for Mindscape. We're at 15 for Yggdrasil. Not great for Yggdrasil, but maybe it would be better to play off of Yggdrasil. Let's try that instead. Boom! Alright, let's do it this way. We'll do it that way, and that way we'll give up on Yggdrasil. I'll say it different every time. The tree place. That's what I'm talking about. Alright. Well, that's going to be a loss for us there. Unfortunate. Starting off with a loss. What did we do wrong? I don't know, man. I don't know. I missed a buff on the Daredevil, but that doesn't look like it would have made a difference here. I suppose, well, Yggdrasil buffed Wilson Fisk, so we could have won Yggdrasil, though. But we would have lost Machine World, so I don't know, man. I don't know. You know, stuff like that happens. Let's move on to the next game. Alright, here we are. Game 2 with the #1 deck of the week. Glob Herman's our opponent. Hey, there's the Techno-Organic Virus. We didn't see that in the last game. Maybe we'll actually get to see that in action this game. We do have an Onslaught Citadel as our first location, so that will work pretty good for the Techno-Organic Virus. Glob Herman, what's up? What are you doing? There we go. Quicksilver coming down demo. Are they playing the Insabanur deck? Insabanur coming down at us. Morag's the second location. You can't play your first card here each turn. Alright, let's get some Ascani Sun down here. Yep, it looks like the Insabanur deck. The #3 deck of the week. I played that video on Monday. So if you missed that video, check that one out. That was a good one. Sabanur, strong deck, man. It is a strong deck. Cosmos really going to come in handy here for us, I think. Alright, so let's go ahead and activate Ascani Sun since we're getting rid of his ability with the virus, and then we can throw Daredevil down. We can throw Daredevil down here to Morag. And see if that gets us anywhere. Wilson Fisk coming down for my opponent. Okay. There's our Techno-Organic Virus going out. Curiously, this deck doesn't have Morbius and Morbius in it, so... Morbius and Mobius and Mobius. Not Morbius and Morbius! That's a discard deck, VP! That's not Mobius and Mobius. So the cost of the Techno-Organic Virus is not going to go away from us here. I think this is what we do. We play the Rhino and the Techno-Organic Virus again. Oh, snap. Well, a snap, although I'm a little worried if this is the Insabanur deck. It seems like it's going to be the Insabanur deck. It's a big, strong deck, so lots of big stuff in it. Not sure we can keep up the pace here unless I get this Techno-Organic Virus getting bigger. Wilson Fisk becoming that reliable 3/9. I like it, man. I like it a lot. Nothing being played by my opponent there. That's not unusual. That means they have their hands full of big cards. I would like to get another card into Morag, but it doesn't look like that is going to happen quite yet. So I think for now we play... part of me wants to play Cosmo too. Let's play the Cosmo, just in case they have a Jubilee or a Dragon Master in their hand. I know this deck plays that. There's the Jubilee. I played it in the wrong location. Yep, this is going to play out probably a big card. Oh, Galactus first steps, huh? Interesting. We're still winning that location, so I guess that's pretty cool. Nothing really to use my Shadow King on. One of the few decks that I've seen that have tech in it. At least this week, anyways, in the top 3. Yeah, I think we just do this and hope for the best, right? Do this, hope for the best. Doesn't look like they're going to get their Insabanur out if this is an Insabanur deck. Alright, that is not going to be enough for my opponent, Glob Herman. Victory! So we take the victory there. Number 1 deck of the week. Fist bump to them. 4 cubes in our pocket. Yeah, they must have not have got their Insabanur down into hand. That does happen sometimes with that deck. That does happen. Alright, here we go, guys. Playing Ron Burgundy. Watch out, guys. Ron Burgundy on the scene. Could be quite dangerous. Let's get our Martyr down here to the Hotel Inferno. See what card we can banish from Ron Burgundy's deck. Oh, they're leaving, man. Oh, they're leaving. Well, stay classy, Ron Burgundy. Stay classy. Well, that was a quick game. I'm speechless. Look at this deck work. I don't know what they didn't like, but away they went. So the Martyr scared them away, and so let's move on to the next game. Ron Burgundy couldn't hang with us. Bastion, we just played Bastion. That was the first game we lost. Well, maybe we'll get our revenge this time. Maybe we can get our revenge this time around. I'm going to play American Chavez down here. It used to be not too long ago that American Chavez was considered a bot play, but I think people are starting to use her again. She didn't really do anything for us, though, did she? Because Techno-Organic Virus was the... They really need to change this, don't they? Give the top card of your deck +3 power. They need to change that to give the top character of your deck +3 power, right? That's a little change they need to make to American Chavez, so we don't waste it on the you know, skill here. We have a Sanctum Sanctorum here, so we can't play there. I suppose we can put rocks in there, so I guess this might be an Ozymandias type of game. Speaking of Ozymandias, there he is now. Excellent. Excellent. I think we get the... Let's get our Techno-Organic Virus starting here. Okay. There we go. We'll start ticking that up there. Lady Sif coming down over my opponent, taking out Apocalypse.
Reborn.
Well, this is the Bastion we played in the first game. They're playing a different deck this game, aren't they? Yes, indeed. Alright, now we can get... Man, we really need our debris. We really need debris here. Do we want to play Rhino down? Yeah, maybe. And then maybe we'll turn off the Daredevil here and just make it a Techno-Organic Virus. I don't know if that's the correct play here. I imagine you probably want your Daredevil to stay in hand. But maybe he'll get bigger, the Techno-Organic Virus, in this particular deck. It's already getting bigger from the Mosh Pit, so that's pretty cool. It's going to be an interesting game. I guess we could play our Ozymandias down. play our demon and techno-organic virus again. Okay. We're looking pretty big here, guys. We are looking pretty big. Ooh, they got a Dracula down right now. They're probably going to play... I think I want to play my Cosmo down. And then we'll get Wilson Fisk down there. We don't need to play to the Sanctum Sanctorum. Who needs that location? Just a silly little wizard's house. Who needs a silly little wizard's house?
This anymore.
Well, I guess I should have reversed Cosmo and Wilson Fisk there, but here we are. Oh, little Morrow action as well. Okay, there's the Apocalypse. 16 power Apocalypse. Blade. There's the
Apocalypse.
discard. Oh, they got it. They got it. They were able to get that Proxima Midnight into the Sanctum Sanctorum and beat us. Bastion beat us again, man. What the heck? Bastion, man. We gotta break through this Bastion. Holy cow. Alright, guys. Here we are. Playing a hunky boy. We're playing a hunky boy here. Hopefully we can have Daredevil rock this hunky boy into the ground. That's what we're hoping for this game. Throw our martyr down here to the proscenium. Cards reveal here with +2 power. We like that. The Nexus is our second location. Okay, that's not bad for us. Now we'll get our Shadowlands Daredevil down here. There's the demons going into our deck. Okay. Yeah, I'm still not sure what how I feel about this Daredevil Rocks deck. It doesn't seem to be working for us here. Doesn't seem to be working. Ah, they're playing the old Armor White Widow combo there, huh? Play the armor down so the Widow's Kiss just stays right there. Alright. I can deal with that. I can deal with that. Let's get our Ascani Sun done. Play that American Chavez as well, I guess. I don't know where this game's going, guys. I don't know where this game is going. Gladiator coming down for us. Yeah, they can pretty much beat everything in our... And, oh, wait, no, Ozymandias revealed with that +2 power, so... I guess they could not... I guess Gladiator couldn't beat everything in our hand. My opponent snapped. Well, they're feeling confident, huh? They're feeling confident. Let's go ahead and play the Shadow King down. Oh, that's kind of ruin our guys a little bit there, isn't it? In that case, let's go ahead and... They got no way to play into the big house, right? So, what are they going to try to do here? I think I'll just play my demon there. And then, yeah, I guess I'll Shadow King here in case they got something up their sleeve. They snapped, so they're feeling confident. Okay, alright, so they got a... They can now reinforce the big house there. And they could play an Infinite, so we're looking at possible 20 points coming down at any of these locations. Which would beat us quite a bit here. He would hold out at Proscenium. Now, I think the only thing we can do here is this and activate our Ascani. That'll give us Ascani. That'll give us a 2 power card right there, right? There it is. Agent Venom, okay. Not bad. Not bad for a final hit. There's where the internet's coming down. Not gonna be enough for them, though. Hunky Boy.
Victory.
Getting destroyed. Daredevil rocked the Hunky Boy. Daredevil Rocks. There it is. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere. Alright, guys, here we are. Final game with this #1 deck of the week, Daredevil Rocks. I gotta say, not impressed with it. I wasn't impressed with last week's #1, and I'm not quite impressed with this one either. But I guess we're doing okay with it. As long as we don't play that person named Bastion, I guess. Ooh, Krakoa could help us out here. That could definitely help us out. I guess we'll get our... It's such a hard decision to make. It's like, do you play your Shadowlands Daredevil to start ticking it up, or do you play a Scani Sun down so you get a Scani Sun down? Well, I'm having a hard time speaking tonight. to get him ticking up. I think we just go with the Shadowlands Daredevil here. It's a season pass after all. We might as well try it out. Iron Patriot coming down to my opponent there with the Quinjet there at the 3rd location. Is that Quinjet going to drop off a big card for them? Or can we stop the Quinjet from happening? The Iron Patriot from reducing the cost of the card. I think we can, because there's our Wilson Fisk. I think we'll play him down right there, facing off against that Iron Patriot. He's running for Congress. Look at that guy right there. Yeah, he's the mayor. He's the mayor, and he says to the Patriot, no. I don't know where I was going with that. In my head, that little anecdote was better than how it came out. Cerebro, interesting. A little Cerebro action here. Yeah, let's play a Scani Sun down here. Well, you know what? Let's play our Demon down. No. We'll do a Scani Sun. And throw my Lizard over here at Krakoa as well. Stacking some power there. Oh wait, we don't need to be stacking the power. We already got the power from there, VP. Jeez, pay attention, man. Alright, Mystique becoming a Patriot. So they're going to try to bring in another 6-cost card here, I guess. Well, thankfully we got tons of demons. And our random 6-cost card is a null. That's kind of fun. Man, I really just don't want to play my Techno-Organic Virus. Doesn't quite seem worth it, does it? I don't know. We're going to split some power here. Split a little bit of power here. Shadow King. Shadow King would bring down their Iron Patriot, but it would also bring down my Wilson Fisk, so I don't think I want to play that. Null's kind of useless here. Maybe we do play the Techno-Organic Virus down here, just to make these cards a little bit stronger, I think. Oh, my Lizard got turned off. Unfortunate. That's the tough part about playing Lizard, man. It's so easy for your opponent to turn it off. Cosmo also coming down for them. We got a 2-point lead there. Oh, we tied it up thanks to that draw from Shadowlands Daredevil. Debris coming into our hand, buffing that Shadowlands Daredevil. We can move to New York if we want. Do we move to New York? Or stay where we're at? It would make sense if they moved their Cosmo over here to try to stop us. I think we just stay where we're at. We can play a Techno-Organic Virus again. I think that looks good, right? I think that looks good. Or is it better? Yeah, sure. I think that works. We'll snap too.
Snap.
Alright, dot, dot, dot. What you got? What you got? Can we finish this video with a victory? With the #1 deck of the week? I hope we can. I hope we can. If so, I think that'll make us more wins than losses with this deck. So I don't know why I was bad talking it earlier in this game, but I don't know though. It's just not, you know, I'm still not really feeling it, man. This techno-organic virus is just kind of weird to me. What do you guys think of techno-organic virus? Let me know in the comments below, man, because it's been kind of weird to me. Looking forward to using Muse, by the way. Just got that, so we'll see. We'll see how Muse does. I think I'm gonna try to do a non-destroy deck with it, a non-traditional destroy deck. That is. I think I might try something with a destroyer. I think that might be kind of fun to try. Gambit coming down for my opponent, takes out my Null. That's no big problem for us. Chameleon gonna copy that Gambit. That's gonna take out that Rock, I hope, right? Nope, it's gonna take out a Demon. That's fine as well. We still get the victory. You can't beat the #1 deck of the week that way, my friend. Takes a little more than 2 Gambits and a Cosmo to get that done. But there you guys go, man. A look at the #1 deck of the week, Daredevil Rocks. Again, not my favorite, man. My favorite is the Insabanur deck, by far. That was the #3 deck of the week. Check out that video if you'd like to see that. I think we went undefeated. No, we might have got 1 loss. We might have got 1 loss. I can't remember. But definitely like that deck. This deck, I don't know, man. Techno-Organic Virus may not be for me. It may not be for me. But it could be for you. Let me know if you had any luck with it, man. In the meantime, this has been VP. I am signing off. We'll see you later, and hey, keep on gaming.